So Goku's origin has changed a bit over the years. At first, he was sent to Earth as a tiny baby, about a year old. He had absolutely no recollection of his parents. But then, in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, we see an older Goku, a Goku that's old enough to wear Saiyan armor on planet Vegeta before he's sent to Earth. This version of Goku was taken from a story called Dragon Ball Minus, which was in part written by Akira Toriyama. The story starts with a subordinate of Bardock answering his scouter. He says, "Mr. Bardock, we've been ordered to retreat. All Saiyans are to return to planet Vegeta immediately." "What?" replied Bardock. "All Saiyans? What for?" On his ship back to planet Vegeta with his subordinates, Bardock says, "It's been a while since we've been back, but what's the meaning of this? Apparently, it was an order from that damn Frieza." His subordinate responds, "I've never heard of anything like this before." "Take your scouter off, they'll hear you," responds Bardock. "Look, it's Frieza's ship. You're right. What's that doing here?" "I have a hunch," says Bardock. "There's more to this than we've been told." "Huh? What do you mean by that?" "You're thinking too much." On planet Vegeta, a Saiyan pilot says to Bardock, "Hey Bardock, long time no see. Good to see you still alive." "Hey," says Bardock, "you've heard anything about why we're all summoned back?" "Nah, maybe he found a really juicy planet or something," respond the Saiyan. "Oh, the guys from Frieza army were asking around about a Super Saiyan." Super Saiyan? As in the legendary Super Saiyan? On Frieza's ship? Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God. Master Frieza, I'm sure they're just the usual heroic legends we hear about all the time. "I know," says Frieza, "but I cannot overlook even the slightest possibility. Anyhow, the Saiyan race are a bit too proud to truly be loyal to me. It's about time I wiped them out along with their planet." "That's a pity," replied Kakarot, who is the subordinate talking to Frieza at the moment. "The Saiyans make really good combatants," he continued. "By the way, how many Saiyans have returned to planet Vegeta so far?" responded Frieza. "Most of them should be back in another month or so," said Kikono, "but it will probably take a little longer for every single one to come back. I cannot wait that long. We will execute our plan in a month's time," said Frieza. "But won't the surviving Saiyans suspect you? Just tell them that a huge meteor fell on the planet." I just want to mention here that this is really important because it opens the door that even more Saiyans could have survived outside of the ones that we were introduced to in Dragon Ball Z, which were Raditz, Vegeta, Nappa, and obviously Goku. This callback from Frieza wouldn't have applied to Broly or Paragus, Broly's dad, because at this time Broly was still pretty much a baby and they were being exiled from the Saiyan race. But because of Frieza's impatience to wait more than a month, it suggests that any Saiyan team that was running late to get back to the planet would have survived the eradication. It also suggests that any Saiyan baby that was sent to foreign planets as a child to conquer those planets and was successful may have also survived the destruction of planet Vegeta because they had no way of answering this callback. So this really opens the door to a lot more Saiyans than just Vegeta's team and Goku surviving. Speaking of Vegeta, the story continues with Vegeta and Raditz, who is Goku's brother. They appear to be in the process of conquering a planet. Raditz says to Vegeta, "Don't you need to go back? You are the prince after all." Vegeta responds, "Forget it. We'll just pretend we didn't hear it." Back on planet Vegeta. "Welcome back, Bardock." We get a panel that gives us a bit of interesting information about the Saiyans. It says there are only several thousand Saiyans living on planet Vegeta. Being a warmongering race, they cannot increase their population that easily. "I'm home, Gine." "Bardock," says Gine, who is Goku's mom. I just want to note here that for a lot of fans, this was the first time we got to see Goku's real mom. There were a lot of people who were waiting decades for this moment. But let's continue. Bardock says, "The town sounds like we're having a festival." Gine responds, "Yeah, it's because everybody's back." "Where's Raditz?" says Bardock. "He's already a combatant. He was sent to some planet with Prince Vegeta, but it's a far-off planet, so he hasn't come back yet." "Prince Vegeta, huh?" said Bardock. "That's one pain in the neck to have as a partner. Is Kakarot still inside the incubator?" "Yeah," said Gine. "It's been 3 years, so I'll get him out soon. You want to meet him?" Blurp, blurp. This is where we get our first shot of baby Goku. But in this version of the story, he's no longer this tiny baby. He's 3 years old. Even Bardock notices this. He says, "He's grown big." Gine responds by saying, "Yeah, he looks like you, doesn't he? Especially that unique hairdo." Bardock responds, "I'll go steal a space pod at night. We're gonna launch him to a different planet." "What?" replied Gine. "Why do we have to do that?" Now, being an infiltration baby can be very dangerous. It's for Kakarot's safety, Bardock responds. What do you mean? Says Gine. Yeah, so I just want to pause here again to say that Gine just confirmed that infiltration babies exist and seem to be a pretty well-known thing amongst the Saiyans. So this story really opens up the possibility that all successful infiltration babies, any one of them that managed to survive, managed to escape Frieza's eradication of planet Vegeta and are probably still alive somewhere in the universe today. I think that's really interesting, so I just wanted to reiterate. Anyway, let's keep going. Frieza's up to something. I sense the presence of death, says Bardock. Later that night, it's not like you to be worried about your kid, says Gine. I must have gotten it from you because you're such a softie, Bardock responded. Bardock is carrying Goku in a space pod on his shoulder. Calm down, Kakarot. Hey, why can't we all escape somewhere together, says Gine. We can't, says Bardock. They'll find us with the Scouters. So this is apparently before Saiyans knew how to hide their power levels. Bardock said, I programmed the pod to head for a distant planet called Earth. The planet has plenty of food, but the humans and natural resources aren't worth much. It'll be a perfect place for him. Gine then says to Goku, if Bardock's wrong, we'll come get you as soon as we can. Remember, you mustn't look up at the moon for too long. I'll tell Raditz about this too, says Gine. There's a touching moment of Bardock telling Goku, you have to stay alive. And Gine saying, take care. Goku's still a baby, he's only 3 years old, but you can tell he doesn't like what's happening. He wants to stay with his dad and loving mom. He presses his hands up against the glass of the space pod, and with that, they launch him towards Earth. Anyway, that's the end of the story. Definitely a little bit of a retcon for Goku's origins. I think the story really opened up the door for more Saiyans to be alive today. Like all the infiltration babies and any Saiyan team that was late to answer Frieza's callback. If you guys agree with me and you made it this far in the video, hashtag more Saiyans in the comments below. That's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Dooku, I love you guys. Have a great day. I'll be talking to you again real soon. Bye.